Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more BattleTech. So, I've had a bit of a look at some contracts and I think we know, or at least I think I know where we're going to go. So we're going to start doing a little bit of money making. We're not particularly high on funds right now. We've only got a month, which is due in just over 3 weeks. So we're going to go ahead and focus on some money making. So what we're going to do is we're going to start at the top of our list here. We're going for the easiest skulls first. We're going to go for an assassination mission in the desert. This should be fairly simple, but what we can do is make sure we focus in on payment, and hopefully that will help us earn a little bit more. This also does boost up our reputation with Atorians, so there is a good chance we might get paid a little bit extra, which is not too bad in the future. So let's go ahead and accept this. We are a little bit limited right now with some of our mechs. We've still got a Vindicator out for a good 20 days. Same with... Oh, Headhunters out of the... Oh, wait, no. Yeah, we have Fimble and myself. I think for now... I don't know. Let's go... Let's bring Fimble. Let's also go ahead and... you know, I think what we'll do is I'll join on in. I want to boost up my skills if I can. And then... Let's see, the Enforcer. Let's see. I think we've all got about the same. So let's go ahead and I'll go ahead and pilot this. And then that should be all good. The Phoenix Hawk, that probably could do with maybe a little bit more... yeah, a little bit more in the way of defensiveness there. That won't be bad. Cheese Goblin there, multi-targeting and whatever else. Again, not many weapons, but that should be okay. And then... Actually, this will work perfectly. Yeah, Fimble has Tactician 4, so I'm fairly sure he gets a -1 to indirect fire. That will be good for our Javelin setup. So, let's not waste any more time. Let's dive on in. And we'll see what we can come up with. And hopefully, we're not going to take too many more wounds nor damage to our mechs. Yeah, if this goes well, we are in a good position to make a fair bit of money fairly quickly, which honestly does not upset me one little bit. If we can get some good salvage, that would work out well. But again, money is key and can probably buy us a few things if opportunity arises. But either way, let's have a look at our mission briefing. First of all, our objective is to destroy the target and escape. We've been scouring the Ishtar system for weeks, looking for a pirate spy who took something that didn't belong to them. Recent intelligence has revealed a possible location, but we can't possibly chase every lead with our thin resources. We need you to look into this long shot. If you find the spy, destroy them. Okay, Commander, we'll get paid whether or not we find anything, so this could be very profitable.
Command interface initiated.
Well, I like the idea of pay for little work. Commander, you'll need the coordinates provided by the Taurian intel. I believe the target may be in this general direction, and that looks like... What do we see? Is that a Wolverine? I feel like it could be. Alright, if we find him, take him out, then evac. No worries.
Okay, let's do this.
Alright, we've also got a nice little point here of if we destroy supporting forces, we should get paid a little extra. Very nice when we're paying... when we're focusing on money making. Alright, so either way, let's go ahead and get this Enforcer to the top. We'll see if we can find anything there. The Javelin. You know what? Let's go ahead and put you over here. I'm not really too worried about cover. It's not like you need to be close to the fight. As long as you're in optimal range.
It's good to go.
Phoenix Hawk, let's go ahead and... let's just... take a middle position, and then our Spider. Let's go ahead and sprint on up and cover.
I understand.
We'll see if we can squeeze out a little bit of extra intel, but if nothing, we're in a good spot. Alright, so let's see. Let's have a look at the terrain. We've got a bit of a high point up over here, which I think could be useful for shooting down. We do know the target's further back, so maybe if we can focus on the support, we could then destroy that. And if it is a Wolverine, which I think we got that sneak peek, he shouldn't have anything too long range for our hassle. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's get our Enforcer up and running. I think we'll go Actually, I'm almost tempted to move over here. We'd get a good line of sight. Yeah, we should be in a pretty good spot. Let's see. Let's go. Let's move over here. Try and avoid any rocks getting in the way of our potential firing line.
You have orders?
Let's bring... Oh, let's see. We could bring this up. That will give us eyes on... actually, you know what we need? We'll go with the... We'll go with Cheese Goblin and we'll quickly sprint our way down here. Good evasion. We will get cover. That should be the best thing for us. Oh, and we have contacts. Okay, so what have we got here? Shadowhawk, and then questionable contacts. Okay, so they're spread out. Okay, well, at least with this in mind, let's bring... Realistically, what do we do? If we move all the way down here, 65%, that's not bad. We move... we've got 75s. Okay, so we get better range slightly further back. Let's go ahead and we will focus over here. I think we'll stay back for a little bit, let them come to us, and we'll enjoy a little bit of cover. As for our Phoenix Hawk, let's go... I want to get close, but at the same time too, it could be a little bit problematic. Actually, this should do. This might give us a little bit of better eyes, and yeah, good evasion as well as cover. Alright, let's see what we're in with. Alright, we have a Commando 2D. Okay, close quarters, not an issue there. The Shadowhawk's moving next. I think... As tempted as I would be to move Cheese Goblin, I think we go ahead and reserve all that evasion. We do not wish to waste it. Let's see what they've got. Alright, a Spider 5k. Okay. So, at least one laser there. Nothing much else. Alright, so let's see what we can do. Let's get our Enforcer rolling on up. I think this is an advisable choice. 85% with both the UAC and PPC. Oh boy, that could be devastating this early on. But they are in... Oh, they are? Hang on a second. Let's just double check. They're guarded. Okay, so 20% reduction there. An additional 20% reduction. Ooh, maybe we... I know this thing hasn't got the most armor, but I'd really prefer to not have the what do we call it? The reductions that they do have. Let's maybe go... We move here. What have we got? 30%, 275s. That's pretty decent. 35 over here. I think what we'll do is...
How might I help?
Oh man, this is such a...
What's up, boss?
Pickle. You know what? I think we hold off for a second. Let's let them come to us. Yes, we're going to get shot at twice, but realistically, our evasion is solid. Our defenses are good. Let's take the hits while we can and then focus our fire as best as we are able. Alright, Cheese Goblin's still kicking there, which is nice. And... Alright, a little bit of damage, but again, we have some good defenses. So what is this? Okay, a Wolverine 6k, Wolverine, a Shadowhawk 2h. Okay, so nothing terrible, although this thing's going to be rather toasty if it gets close, as we are in a desert biome. Alright.
Standing by.
First things first, with the Enforcer, 265s. How much heat would this generate? Oh, quite a bit, but it would be a solid amount of damage. Okay, let's not focus on what I can do right now. Let's get our... Let's get our spider here. Could take a shot here, another one over there, maybe reduce this a little bit. Yeah, let's go ahead and quickly scoot on up into cover.
Moving out.
And then let's use you to harass a few people. Let's chuck a little bit of... let's go with multi-target here. We'll go ahead and put the medium laser on the Shadowhawk, small laser on the Spider. We'll see what damage we can do, cut away some of their evasion. I think that'll do nicely. And we've got some good
Target
cover.
acquired and locked in.
Alright, so that Spider's already hurting. Kind of a little bit sad that we didn't focus more on that Spider there. Well, it is what it is. Oh, and here comes an enemy turn. Ooh, okay. Well, good thing we were in cover there. That could have been bad. Alright, that large laser that they have is annoying. Alright, so what did we do here? We almost took out... an arm there. Machine gun, yeah, it's not huge.
Waiting for orders.
Javelin, let's focus. Actually, maybe we just bring the the Phoenix Hawk forwards. If we go ahead and we jump, we do get a damage boost, which is nice. That said though, we're going to get toasty fairly quickly, so if we can avoid jumping too far, 80%, that's pretty good. Oh, what do we do? If we jump as close as possible, we could get a full barrage out. And you know what? I think we will. It's a very costly alpha strike. I know our heat sinking isn't the best, but this could be an early knockout of some of its the enemy lance's firepower.
Firing a full salvo.
All right, looks like a headshot. SRM's a hit.
Reporting critical hit.
Okay, how does it look now? Ooh, pretty rough. Okay. Almost busted that up quite nicely. An ammo explosion wouldn't go astray.
Ready for orders.
Alright then, well if that's the case, let's get our Enforcer up and running. Let's go with, let's see, 285s. If we backed up potentially... let's see how far we could travel and still have good options. Okay, USC drops down to 65 if we go further. Okay, I'd like a single evasion pip if possible. Twin 75s. You know what? I think we have enough armor. We're not going to bother with that. Let's just go ahead and take a shot where we stand. We'll stay still and we'll see what kind of damage we can do here. Yeah, let's see what we can do.
All weapons committed.
Okay, well,
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
that's not going to be doing as much as it once could. Wow. That was a very nice combo right there.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, let's go ahead and let's see. What are our statistics? 75%. Let's go. Let's back up just a little bit. That brings us to 45. Okay, a little bit too far. 65s. Hang on a second. We'll have cover over here. 65. Okay, hang on a second. It looks like we're not going to get much of a choice. Oh no, 75. Okay, so if we move across, honestly, I think we will. We'll hide behind the Enforcer there. That should be more than good enough.
On my way.
Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and take this thing down if possible.
On it.
Alright, some good stability damage, just not quite enough. Alright, their little commando, that's not going to get close for now.
How's it going? What's the
Cheese
plan?
Goblin, let's see what you can do, friend. Well, if we hit a leg, that's going to cause some issues. If we hit the torso, that would also very much disable this thing. I don't like that the spider still exists, but it's not going to do half as much damage. I think we just focus in over here. Alright, so if that's the case, let's go ahead and see where we can move. Ooh, we don't want to be in range of that if we can avoid it. Alright, hang on a second. If we were to go jump... Yeah, that puts us at too far of a distance. Okay, well... Actually, let's go ahead and jump anyway. That gives us a little bit of extra evasion, which I think we'll try and make the most out of. Actually, where are we? Oh, we are actually focusing on that side. Ooh, that does slant the odds. You know what? Let's stay where we are. I think this should be okay. Alright, another injury. Excellent.
Solid connection on that one.
Now, what we need to do is take out the leg, and that should be a solid kill. Alright, Enforcer. Again, not really too concerned by a light mech. We should be able to handle things.
Receiving you.
Let's bring... Actually, you know what? Maybe we go ahead and we just knock this thing over. Yeah, let's move back into cover. We'll focus on this thing. 65% is fairly solid. If we stay with where we're at, it is 75. Ooh. We lose a line of sight. Okay, that's where our trouble arises. Okay. Let's go ahead and move back a little bit. We'll go ahead and work on that. Some evasion, better than none. We can knock him over, and that should be a kill regardless of where we hit this thing. So it shouldn't cause us much trouble. Alright, and there's the right leg. Please tell me it's only got 3 or so health. Can we incapacitate? Yes, we can. Alright, that is what we're talking about. That's a full mech for salvage. Alright. Careful there, Cheese Goblin. Let's get you moving.
Internal structure damage.
Oh, actually, no, we can't get you out of the way. We have... there's a good chance you could get shot again, which I'm not a huge fan of, but there's not much we can do. Let's see.
Commander.
Phoenix Hawk. Let's go ahead and... I think we move on forwards here. Yeah, 70% on all of those is pretty solid. I'm not really too concerned about that commando, but I don't want Cheese Goblin to get shot at again. That could be a little bit dicey, if you ask me. 70% no matter what. Let's just try and make ourselves a little bit more agreeable to be shot at. Feels bad to say, but it is what it is. I don't think we jump. I think we need to let our heat cool down if we can. This will add on a little bit more. No, we can always cool down with some melee. Let's just go ahead and fire. 70% should be good enough.
Roger that.
Alright, that's good. That's very nice. Alright, let's see. How's that doing? Oh, center torso as well. Okay, well, at that point then, I think we have no choice but to knock this thing down. UAC, oh, of course, we have recoil penalty. That'll do it. Okay, hang on a second. We can't jump very far. That's okay. We did strip some of that, but that's to be expected. Let's move. Maybe we just fire the PPC at 75. That's not bad, although... It's going to be 75 no matter where we go. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll stay up over here for now. I think that should be... Actually, you know what? Maybe we can bait the spider to get close, and then we could maybe melee that thing and take it out in one. Yeah, you know what? We'll just walk forwards a little bit. That also puts our armor within range of this thing too, which it might go for since we've got such low evasion. It's really not out of the question. Let's also drop off that UAC. Yeah, that should be fine. I think this should be good enough. Yeah, it's already had its turn, so it's not going to do any more damage this round.
Engaging target.
Alright. Oh, and it's a Thunderbolt. Ooh, okay. Well, good news is it did target the Phoenix Hawk. This is nice. Alright, let's have a look. What has he got? Yeah, whole LRM-10s, large laser, bunch of mediums. I suppose that's to be expected. It is a classic.
Commander?
Alright, well then... Javelin, what do we do? I think... Could put some damage there. Could work on that.
Awaiting
Cheese
orders.
Goblin, I think we definitely need to get you up and moving if of possible. Yeah, I want to keep you nice and safe from that Thunderbolt. So I think what we'll do is we will... Hang on a second. Center torso and then the left arm. Okay.
Reporting.
We'll use our jump jets. We will jump over here. Oh, we can't quite get to the left-hand side. And we should be out of sight of the Thunderbolt there. Actually, you know what? That's pretty good evasion. Oh, and wait a second. Which leg is this? Left leg. Yeah, this will actually keep our left leg mostly safe, I think. We'll get some good targeting on this left-hand side there. And maybe take out some more. But it should keep you safe. So, yeah, let's go ahead and take the shot. Again, not firing directly into his back because again, even though he has minimal armor there, I would rather be able to
Damage minimal.
I would rather be able to make sure that we're still putting damage on center torso if at all available.
Good to go.
All right, Javelin. You know what? I think for now, let's focus in on this main issue here. I think that's going to be our main issue for you. Yeah, twin 75s. You know what? That's perfect. Let's go ahead and march on up. That'll do very, very well. Let's go ahead and see if we can do enough damage or maybe even knock him over. That would be the best case scenario.
See how you like this.
Alright, well, he's getting unsteady. That's nice. Spider. Ooh. Okay.
My internals are taking a beat.
Fair play.
Armor
That's
blow through.
actually...
Internal damage.
that is actually concerning there. Oh dear, we almost lost that left torso. Oh, good news is everything's on the right torso. So for all places for them to hit, that is what we would prefer. And then, you know what? I really want this thing to go down if at all possible. Let's march on forwards. And I think we go for a precision shot with the UAC. I think that's the best way for us to have a good chance of taking this thing down. Yeah, 60 damage. We only need one of the shots to connect. That'll deal with all sorts of trouble. Yeah, I think that's what we have to do. Let's get that UAC online. Let's turn off the PPC. We'll go ahead and this does cool us down a slight bit, but again, not by much. We'll go precision strike. Let's go 33% to the center torso.
Engaging target.
There we have it. That's
Enemy
what we
net
needed.
Destroyed.
Alright. Well played there. That's
Receiving
nice.
you.
Alright, Phoenix Hawk. Let's go ahead and protect our friends if possible. We need to get you out of the way. That Thunderbolt is going to be a bit annoying. I don't think he'll go for the spider. We should be able to dodge that. Let's run with a... Oh, actually, movement-wise, I'm not going to get shot in the back. That's pretty decent. 40s, 50s. It's a bit of a questionable spot for us to really be able to do much. Does it get any better? 40s and 30s. I guess that's just going to have to be good enough. Alright, let's go ahead and move on up.
Roger.
At least we should be able to protect ourselves from a bit. And then let's aim for the spider. Yeah, let's cut off that large laser. That'll be fine. If anything hits, it should do substantial damage. And if we can get 2 shots on a torso or something, that'll slow it down.
Engaging.
Oh, and that's not what we were looking for. Oh, well. You know what?
That's a miss.
We had some good times and we had some bad times. I guess that's the way things go. Oh! Okay, you know what? That's alright. For a second then, I thought it was our spider. It's alright. It was not.
Yes, Commander.
Cheese Goblin. Let's have a look. Oh, that's a javelin. No,
Yes,
no.
Commander.
Well, we're not going to get you out of
Good to go.
position. javelin. We're not going to get you into a good position. I suppose... 1, 2, 3... Yeah, we've got friends over here. Let's maybe zip across as far as possible. 3 evasion is as good as we could ask for. If they want to get close, they're well within melee range for our Phoenix Hawk, which would be ideal. We could go ahead and get some stability damage on the Thunderbolt. Yeah, I don't think we have much of a choice. Yeah, that'll have to do. Alright, let's do what we can.
Firing all weapons.
Our primary target is taking damage.
Alright, and what do we see here? Commando. Ooh, SRMs? Yeah, that's some decent chunk of our armor gone there on that Enforcer.
Warning. Armor low.
Yeah, armor low, that's not what we want.
Awaiting orders.
Alright, Cheese Goblin, let's go ahead and see what we can deal with. I think... 45, that's not great. Actually, we could jump fairly far. Could take some cover as well. We're not going to get hit in the rear arc, but we could focus our fire on that commando there. Either that or... There's not really much we can aim at. No, it's just not worth it. Let's go ahead and we'll jump here. And then, yeah, we're going to focus in on that commando. Not great odds, but it has to be... Actually, hang on a second. Why on earth is it 45%? Oh, it's going to be the evasion, isn't it? Okay, that's fine.
Here we go.
Let's see what we can do. Yeah, we'll see how this plays out. Oh, actually, we could go ahead and kick things up, but you know what? Let's save that for our Ultra Autocannon.
Unleashing hell.
Oh, good damage there. SRM-4 is out of action.
Solid connection on that one.
Alright, I'm good with this. Spider Bullet, yeah. I knew that was going to happen. That sucks. I was hoping to keep our Javelin up and running.
Internal structure damage.
Well, we should have enough structure to survive for now. He says, as he sees only 3 hit points and 9 hit points. Ooh. This is not good.
Standing by.
Phoenix Hawk, let's go ahead and let's deal with this hooligan. Where's he weakest? On the right-hand side? Alright, then that's fine by me. We will go for a melee. We'll attack from the right-hand side. We'll try and focus our damage through that right arm, that machine gun, and then hopefully core this silly thing. This will cool us down very nicely. Yeah, I think this is acceptable.
I copy.
Alright, and it's almost... Oh, right torso. There we go, that's good.
Solid connection on that one.
Solid connection, but not quite solid enough. Alright. Well, here comes the choices. Alright, do we focus all in here? Go to 60%. That's not bad. Do we try and preserve here and cluster up so we could get a stray shot and really do some damage? You know what? I think we should be able to take care of this spider before its turn. It's only got 56 health. We can focus it down. Maybe even drop its initiative if we take out a leg. Yeah, there's minimal choices for this thing. I think we'll go ahead and we see what we can do here. Alright, so 60s and 85s. 60 and 85. I think we'll go... Oh, do we even have the armor? 17, 28, 2. This is a pickle. We also don't want to get Cheese Goblin shot at either. Alright, well, we're going to have to go ahead and take this spot. I don't think it can get any better and or worse. Oh no, this is 85. You know what? That'll do. Let's march on up. We might go for a full Alpha Strike here. We'll focus on precision, and then adding a PPC in will make things very toasty. Okay, so where do we focus? Oh, we're just that little bit of heat over. You know what? Maybe we drop... These legs have a fair bit to them. The head's pretty solid. We're never going to get that on a... You know what? Maybe we don't waste the precision strike. Maybe it's worth just putting in a little bit of damage. Yeah, or maybe what we do here... Hang on a second. See, we don't have any stability. We could move up. We could go ahead and brace, but I don't think that's worth it. I think we'll focus with the PPC. We'll take a little bit of extra heat. Oh, actually, no. You know what we'll do? We do go precision strike. We do focus on him. And then on... never mind. Sorry, never mind. No, we won't. We'll just go with the PPC. And on the next turn, we might go for a melee and try and cool ourselves down that way. Yeah, we've got great odds as it is. Let's just go ahead and put shots on target.
Engaging target.
At least this impairs his senses, so it's not the worst. It's just not great. Oh, Javelin. Is Andy okay?
I'm showing minor damage.
Okay, you know what? Oh, he's got some gunnery skills. Okay. Of course he would.
Warning. Armor low.
Wow, he's taking pot shots at everybody. Well, I'm glad none of those managed to be stray shots.
It's go time.
Alright, well, it's our turn then. Let's
Orders.
go ahead and we need to take this thing down. It's only got 56.
Reporting.
I don't think we have what it takes. We have 55. We could DFA. Our leg's already busted up, so that will definitely land us in hot water, but it would be
Waiting for
a
orders.
bit of damage. Our Javelin, you know what? You don't have much of a choice. Your back is so busted up. Alright, hang on a second. Let's try... Oh, we can't eat... if only we had jump jets to change our facing, that would be the optimal. And I really don't want to get hit by that jolly thing back there. Although, 2 LRMs, 20s, 75s. Oh,
Yes, Commander.
it's very much not helping.
Ready.
You know what? Maybe we go in for some melee here and we just try and keep ourselves alive.
Awaiting orders.
Yeah, I think this is what we do. We go in for a melee and we use our small laser. I think this is our greatest chance of protecting our friend here. We'll attack it from the right-hand side. It's the most likely way to do enough damage, although it's... Oh no, it's still kicking. Although, if we take out a leg... If we take out a leg, we just might have enough for wounds. Oh, wait a second. 35, 60. Yeah, again, just too many points far behind. This is annoying. Don't have a choice, though. Attack from back here, I suppose. Maybe we... Oh, DFA and just accept that we're going to get hit? No, it's only a 55% chance. We can't afford that. We can't afford that. Alright, fine. It is what it is.
Confirmed.
I'm not liking the situation here. We almost knocked it over, though. Yeah, it still lives. Alright, it's running away. Yay! Melee is the thing that I was actually concerned about, so the fact that it's now
Light
bolting...
damage, Commander.
I'm cool with. I am very cool with. Alright, Fimble.
Commander.
Let's roll, buddy. Let's get you out of there. No reason to stick around. I would have loved to fire after that thing. I'd have loved to go after that, but I don't think we have a choice. Let's go ahead and move. Oh, we've actually only got 2 more rounds of firing left. Ooh, we need more LRM ammo. I had not considered this.
Position confirmed.
Okay, well, you know what? That's fine. We'll see what we can do.
Targeting Alpha Strike.
Alright, well, at least we did some damage. I don't know if it's going to be effective, but at least it's some damage. Commando. Oh, he swings and he misses. Okay, very good, very good. Alright, Forza, not close enough to melee anything.
Yes, Commander.
Phoenix Hawk, we could go ahead and try and take care of that. That's very respectable. Could just take him out of the fight right now, and you know what? I think action economy is going to make or break us. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and... Oh, actually, you know what? Those medium lasers are kind of costly as far as heat, and they're not huge on damage compared to melee. You know what? No, 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 no. We're going for a melee option. We'll attack from this direction. That'll get us slightly more damage than the medium lasers. We get to cool down, and we get to fire our machine guns with much better percentages. Let's go ahead and do that. Come on.
Putting my weight into it.
Protect your friend. Or at the very least, co-worker. Ah, and he still stands. Ah, that's a shame. What did we take out? Took out an arm, most of a torso, most of his other side of his torso, and most of that too. Alright, well, at least he's... No, actually, he still had... We took out a medium laser. Alright, that's better than nothing. Alright, Enforcer, let's go ahead and take some cover. I think we take our shot here. Yeah, we're feeling toasty, although, unfortunately... Oh, that's right, we never get close enough to be able to do the melee now, can we? Yeah, there's no viable punching targets, although we might end up punching at the Thunderbolt. That's... not providing me a whole heap of happiness. 70%, 50s, 85s. I think what we'll do is... I'm very tempted to go after this, but I don't think it's going to be the right call. Let's back on up into cover. We're going to take a shot here. Alright, PPC does make us hotter. We can fire the UAC, which is at least good. This will guarantee our Enforcer takes damage, but I think... Do we just let loose? I think we just let loose. I was crossing my fingers. You know what? You can't rely on luck, but at the same time too...
Commander. Eliminate it before it escapes.
I was somewhat hoping that it was going to be a headshot. But we did take out a lot of armor though, so that is respectable. Alright, and where's he going? Denial zone. Oh man.
Receiving you.
We're not able to focus these things fast enough. Alright, well, you know what? We can get this with LRMs on the next one. Let's focus on a... can we focus on melee? Yes, we can. 80% for 40 damage. Yeah, could keep us in the running, so let's just go ahead and take a swing. Torso destroyed, that's good.
Critical hit, Commander.
And he's still standing. Ah, okay. He's running off. We've got cover. Damage reduction. I can live.
Reporting major armor loss.
Major armor loss, that's not as nice. Oh, he's spreading out shots? Hang on a second, I thought we disabled one of his SRMs. How did he pull off such shenanigans? I guess the critical just makes it harder for him to hit. Yeah, impacts his targeting data. That's annoying. At least we took out the laser.
Yes, Commander.
Cheese Goblin, let's go. And... let's follow up with some more melee and laser there. I think that's the best way to do this. We can always chase down other targets. But we need this guy to go.
Yes, Commander. Engaging.
Alright, come on. Surely he's down. And did you just miss the small laser? Come on, buddy. Oh dear. Okay. Who are you aiming at? Oh, come on.
Internal structure damage.
Alright, he's still kicking. That's the main thing. Alright, we need to focus down this thing if we're going to do well. I think we get to these guys with our light mechs. This thing is standing on Well, it's living by a thread. This thing is irritating, but it's going to keep on kicking for a little bit there. What we need to do is we need to do damage, and a lot of it. Let's get these jump jets up and running. We're going to go as close as we can. No, it can't intercept that way. Alright, hang on a second. 85s, we can't get into his rear arc, so I think we go ahead and just focus a walk and shoot, so we're not generating more heat than necessary, but we still put shots on target. This is his left-hand side. Unfortunately, we're targeting his right. Can't do much about that, but we should be able to chase him down fairly well.
Got it.
Yeah, we're just going to have to take what we can get. Let's go with the laser. Again, heat, but nothing too serious. Let's fire. Yeah, let's fire everything.
Aye, aye.
Might have to do a few targeted shots and maybe like take out a leg. Or just shoot him in the back until it just doesn't exist. That might be our only other alternative. Oh, and we're just one step away from being able to get that annoying thing taken care of into his rear armor there. Alright, that's... Okay, so we could focus on his right side. Again, that's not really where the damage is. I think we're better off firing at point blank range at the face. And then we go cool down a little bit more. Alright, so what are we at? We're at 65% shot modifier. Yeah, of course, because we've got recoil penalties. If we go precision, that brings us up to 85, and I think that's what we need to do. What have we got here? 150 odd points of total. Take out maybe some jump jets, some lasers. That will cut down a lot of his damage if we hit him here. We'll do an injury. You know what? Let's go for the side torso. That's 29%. If we can take out a bunch of his damage dealing, that's going to make it safer for everybody. Let's just roll. We can always switch back to our PPC after. Let's go.
Engaging target.
Oh, 40% damage reduction sucks.
AC-10 ammunition depleted.
Alright, well, swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Alright. How do we do? The other torso. Alright, well, that's not helpful, but it is what it is.
Standing by.
Javelin, let's roll. Oh, actually, hang on a second. We're not going to get him this round. That's just not going to work. Let's focus on what we can control. Let's go with a melee. 40 damage is pretty good.
Reporting.
Cheese Goblin, you can go 55. Again, we're always going to have just 1 point left over if we just do this not quite right. You know what? Focus on the spider. You can catch up quicker than others. That'll have to be fine. Let's go ahead and focus in on the... actually, you know what? That's not as good. That's straight up front damage. You know what? Yeah, just punch him in the face. That'll have to do.
Coordinates confirmed.
Alright, left arm destroyed at least. That's nice. And we shot him in the leg, of course. Okay, well... Who would have thought that there would have been so much brawling?
I'm hit.
So much brawling with light mechs in this one. Not what I was expecting.
Orders.
Alright, we've only got one shot left. Let's just go ahead and melee on the commando. Actually, no. The spider is almost down. I think we have to focus in on this. Yeah, otherwise the javelin, we're going to get in major trouble here because we do not have the defenses otherwise. Let's go ahead and we'll do what we can do here.
Got it.
Alright, well at least we took out a leg. Knockdown is good. Is that enough injuries? I can't remember how many we've done. Alright, but it does slow down his initiative for next turn. Oh, okay, never mind. Now his turn. Guy just refuses to die, which is kind of funny given that it's a spider.
That
Those
shot got
things
past my
are
armor.
typically death traps. Alright, Enforcer, let's go. PPC is probably what we're going to do.
Waiting for orders.
Phoenix Hawk, let's go full... Oh man. We're not catching this thing, are we? I think this is a mission failure.
Lifting off.
This makes me so sad. I do not want that to happen. Alright, let's see. Left torso, maybe we try and blow it up. Maybe we just try and go for the back. A wound is a wound, though. You know what? That ammo explosion is what we need to aim for. And let's just focus everything we've got. All the damage we can muster.
Target lock on enemy's rear.
2 shots hit. I don't know where they landed. I almost took out that left torso. That thing is barely held together. Alright. 50%. 50%. Actually, is this a distance thing? Yeah, I don't think we have much of a choice here. Let's just move on up. Actually, hang on a second. If we walk up top higher, do we get a... No. I was hoping we might have gotten an elevation boost. Yeah, alright. Let's just see what... Actually, hang on a second. Let's just double check if we do take a shot. That's not going to tell us how much heat we'll generate. Alright, fine. Let's just try and catch up. We'll pop a shot in his back and, I don't know, maybe we get lucky.
Targeting rear armor.
And of course it's a swing and a miss. Alright, well at least we don't have to worry about him getting guarded. Ooh, he's almost gone. Alright, well,
Good to go.
I think this is going to be a failed mission, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and take care of the spider. We should be able to kill it in one. Yeah, regardless of where we hit it, it should be it's either legged or it's blown up. That is fine by me. Oh, actually, hang on a second. If that's 40 damage, let's use...
Yes, Commander.
Oh, wait, it's not going to make a difference, is it? No. Okay,
Ready.
yeah, let's just say goodbye to you. This thing's barely holding on. If we get hit in the center torso, we are cooked. Yeah, we have to go for broke. I hope this works out. I really do. Don't miss. Torso down.
Reporting.
40 damage.
Critical
How
hit.
on earth did that? Surely I didn't count that wrong. That was 2 health on the side. Oh no, Andy, don't tell me you're down. Ah, man.
Reporting.
Our first fatality. That sucks. I'm so sorry there. I
Location
thought I did the
acknowledged.
math, and
Locked on for physical attack.
I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened there. I could have sworn that
Target
regardless of where we hit,
neutralized.
we would have transferred enough damage to take that thing out. 1 hit point off. Of course.
Commander.
Yeah. Ah, man. I'm sorry about that. That was not my intention. I don't think that there's really much I can do about that, and we're gonna fail the mission. This is a really rough one.
Targeting rear armor.
Yeah. Alright, well, it is what it is. Oh, of course, I should have used a precision shot, but it's okay. He's gone with
Ready
the
for
mission
orders.
anyway. Ah, man. Alright, well,
Got it.
you know what? By some miracle, maybe we can hit him in the head. I don't know. 40 damage. Why not? We'll... actually, you know what? 65, is that enough? Nah. Actually, no, let's go precision strike just on the off chance of some miracle. Let's just
Target locked on enemy C.
Yeah, and that's shots missed. That's all fine. Alright, well, you know what? If we have a bad beginning, we can have a, you know, just make a withdrawal. Yeah.
Mission failed.
Oh, and it's gone. Ah, darn it. If I had have realized, I would have bailed. I thought we could have at least killed the last couple of them. I guess we're not making money. We've lost a mech. So much pain and suffering. Oh, actually, hang on a second. Fimble, injured, 95 days. He didn't die. Alright, we lost a mech. That's not good. That said, though... Oh, no oh my goodness. Okay, well, of course, we don't get salvage if we fail now, do we? Nope. And to think we left an entire Jolly Shadowhawk on the table. Man, those light mechs just got us good. That's so annoying. Yeah. I can't believe that. One hit point left over. We could have almost have salvaged our javelin if we... I don't know what I got wrong there. I guess I missed something. It's gonna hurt us though. Alright, let's have a look at our mech bay. What's going on? We need to figure this out. Alright, Spider. Yeah, that's, you know what? Still kicking, although technically its left leg is very, very dicey. Our javelin, that's going to cost us an arm and a leg to repair, because again, yeah, our javelin, we're missing the center torso. That's a great way to get cooked. Technically, though, we did keep our... actually, you know what? That's not as bad as I thought. 8 days. Okay, you know what? Hang on a second, so... let's see what we could do here. Hang on a second. If we go to repair... oh, no, hang on a second, sorry. Refit, that's what I wanted. Alright, I gotta replace all of those bits and bobs. That's no surprises there. 2 tons... 7 tons. Okay, hang on a second. Ammo. SRM, we don't have any of anything else. Let's check the store for a second here. Let's go to weapons. Large laser, I suppose. There is an LRM-10. That's a bit of a pity. I was hoping that maybe there would be like something along the lines of an LRM-20. That way we could maybe save a single ton of... and then chuck on that instead. Oh, but that's not... it's just going to have to be as it is. Well, we're short on money. We're going to get really close on loose change. Let's also go ahead and repair. This will take a single day. We're definitely going to manage our tasks and get this sorted. Let's go for the Spider. Let's follow up with the Javelin. Yeah, that was meant to be a quick and easy mission, and we just got beaten up so badly. Vindicator, let's get you to the bottom there. Spider, let's get you up top. And then Javelin, so that's going to take us 9 days. I was really hoping we were going to be able to make some... oh, wait a second. MechWarriors, hang on a second. We got to even double check that we have the warriors. Big Man, Cheese Goblin, Leviathan, and myself and Tank. Okay, we still have enough people. Headhunter and Fimble are out of the game for a while. Okay, we're not going to be able to do anything there.
Standing by.
Let's see, we could go... Indirect fire penalty, but that's not going to help. What we need is the recoil penalty, I think. No health? Oh, that's further up. I don't know what to do. Yeah, so at the next tier of guts, at level 5, we get the recoil penalty reduction. Okay, tank might end up having to take the UAC. That's probably going to be the best thing. We're going to leave all of that. That's just going to have to be as is. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and quickly speed through some time. Man, this is not what I was expecting back to back, but I'm not going to lie. Part of me really wants to save scum all of this. That said,
We're
though...
almost completely out of cash.
Oh, dearie me. Hang on a second. Let's see what's going on. Moonlighting with a medium laser. While pacing through the mech bay on a sleepless night, you stumble across Tank. He is fiddling with a stock medium laser. A jumbled pile of loose metal and wires and litters the deck plating around him. As you approach, Tank looks up, a sheepish grin on his face. Hello, Commander. I was just trying to tune this beauty, maybe get a little more performance out of her. Could you do me a favor and keep this one from the Chief, though? He's already shooed me out of here once this week. Alright, you know what? What do we say? I'm afraid he's going to get wounded, and that will put us out of action for longer. We need at least another 19 days before Rannick is back. It's not your job. I'm sorry, but you can't do it. MechWarriors belong in the mechs, technicians belong in the mech bay. Let the specialists do their job. As Tank starts to get up, you gesture at the pile of scrap on the ground and clean up this mess. I don't want the Chief stumbling across your experiment in the morning. Alright, no lasting consequences. I can live with this right now. We've got, let's see, 3 more days. Alright, and that is all. We've got 12 before our next payment is due, and we can only afford 1 more month. Alright, so at least we've got our mechs back, I suppose. We're going to have to go ahead and do some stuff for the Federated Suns. We'll see if we can get a quick kill here. An assassination mission, maybe we can do better in the next one. Another battle, I'm not really sure, but we need money, so we're definitely working on that. If you do want to see that in the next one, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.